You can memorize every chart pattern and technical indicator in existence, but if you lack strict behavioral rules, the market will eventually empty your account. There is a reason Warren Buffett's first rule of investing is simply to never lose capital. Preserving your base is the only way to stay in the game long enough to win. We are going to look at the Trading Management System, or TMS. We will walk through how to use this dashboard to mathematically calculate perfect position sizes and log trades that keep your risk strictly contained. To follow along, you need your Google account to log in and a prepared TradingView chart that clearly defines your planned entry, stop loss, and target prices. By bringing those precise numbers into the TMS, you remove emotional guesswork. You stop trading based on how you feel and start executing with calculated precision. After logging in via Google, you land on the main dashboard. Notice the 4 primary metrics at the top: total capital, reserved, available, and open risk. These track exactly where your funds are allocated. Click the Account Switcher dropdown. By default, you are in the paper account. This is your practice environment, loaded with 1 lakh in virtual rupees, so you can test setup safely. Switch over to the real account, and you will see it starts at 0. This section must strictly mirror the actual cash balance you hold in your external brokerage account. Step 1 is to adjust your balances using the Manage Funds menu. If you add virtual funds to your paper account, the deposit appears instantly, but adding funds to your real account triggers a hard-coded 24-hour processing delay. This is an intentional friction point. If you take a loss and try to deposit more money to chase the market, the system stops you. It forces a 24-hour cooling-off period, preventing emotional revenge trading. Check the top drop-down to verify you are in the paper account. Then, click the Add Trade button to open the entry form. Type your stock symbol into the search bar. If you enter Ashok Leyland, the system automatically queries the market and displays the live price. Next, define the parameters. Select the trade nature, like swing or positional, and then specify the strategy category, such as a breakout. Go to your prepared TradingView chart, copy the shareable link, and paste it directly into the URL field. Finally, manually type your pre-calculated entry price, stop loss, and target numbers into their respective fields. By locking in the live price constraint, the visual chart, and the exact strategy category, you create an immutable record of your original plan. You cannot drift away from your strategy once the trade is active. The TMS platform contains a computational engine offering 3 dynamic methods to size your position. Method 1 is allocation percentage. If you type in 10%, the system automatically calculates the exact number of shares needed to equal that specific slice of your total capital. Method 2 is capital amount. Entering a flat number like 1 lakh immediately adjusts your share quantity to match that exact investment size. Method 3 is risk base. This is the standard used by professional traders to ensure strict capital protection. By inputting a strict risk metric, like 1% of your portfolio, the system calculates the absolute maximum number of shares you can hold. If your stop loss is hit, you only lose that precise predetermined amount. Now look at the dynamic scoring meter at the bottom of the entry form. The system generates an automated score based on your inputs. If you pair a long-term positional trade type with a very tight intraday stop loss, the system recognizes the mismatch and gives you a low 6 out of 10 score. When you adjust the stop loss to appropriately match a wider trade horizon, the gauge smoothly rises to a perfect 10 out of 10. Achieving a 10 out of 10 score mathematically guarantees that your trade size and risk tolerance are perfectly aligned before a single dollar is placed in the market. Navigate back to the main TMS dashboard. Your newly logged, perfectly scored trade now sits securely in the Open Trades ledger. Check the Open Risk profile. It now accurately reflects the verified mathematical limits of your 10 out of 10 setup. This rigorous logging process ties into what is known as the 4R theory of trader psychology: resistance, realization, recognition, and reward. Utilizing this dashboard pushes you past the resistance phase of fighting the market, leading to the realization that your losses stem from your own procedural flaws. When you strictly adhere to the perfectly calculated TMS score, the market begins to recognize your unyielding discipline. Surviving through this stage is the only path to the final phase: consistent reward. Logging perfectly sized paper trades is the mandatory first step to transforming from an emotional gambler into a disciplined market operator. Go to your dashboard and log your first paper trade right now.